Hey everybody, welcome to Fiberglass Friday for 5. Yeah, it's one of those days today. Been shoveling all morning. Okay, well let's get to it. Fiberglass Friday. So, there she is. The Venus model is finished with legs on. The Ganesh is finished as well. They're getting picked up. Today is Friday, of course. Getting picked up tomorrow sometime in the early afternoon. They both turned out really nice. Legs went on good. We've discussed before too. I always like putting these buttresses in between, just to give it more stability. It keeps it nice and solid. Same like this guy is pretty beefy. You can see it's angled off down into the base, and then this one has 2 buttresses there. This one has 1 buttress, and again the angle off. And this one has a little anchor onto the base of the statue, and then 1 buttress here. So I just wanted to mention. Oh, wound up. I think people were asking too. Somebody asked me on Instagram the other day. 9 pieces in total. I can't remember if we covered that last week or not. One little mistake piece. I'll show you the mistake because that's only fair. Is this little section here? I could have carried this big piece down here. I could have carried it up a little further. I was a little nervous about the angle, and then after I cut it off and put the glass on, I thought, shoot, I could have got away with it. So that's why there's that 1 extra little pouch in the pocket there. So when I do my own in another month or so, I'll know to carry on right up to the top and not need that little section there. So it'll only be a 7 section instead. Just weighed it. It's just shy of 60 pounds. So that's the rubber inside and the glass and the legs. The legs are 2x2s, plenty strong enough. She's really sturdy. It's tough as nails. So I want to take a couple inches off of the legs. So I'll just show you how I do that on something like this. You just can randomly, obviously the shorter the legs, the more stability you're going to get. So I'm only going to come down about 3 inches on it. So all I do is just randomly pick a height, and then I'm going to stick my level on it, get it level, mark it off. Make sure you're sitting, of course, on level ground. Don't do it on a crooked table or something. So then what I'll do is I'll mark that initial line, and then I'll take a longer, you know, there's those big, huge builder levels too. So I'll just take a longer one, and then it's hard to do this one-handed, and then just go straight across to the other side, hit your level, then mark your line on the other side, and the same, you can go right across from here to there and mark your level, and then you're good to go. All I do is I just take my jigsaw. Sorry, it's going to be a little shaky here for a sec. With some gloves on, and I'll just come to the line. Gee, that's hard to do one-handed. Just come to the line, and you're just going to hold on to it and zip it across the line on all of them there. And it won't hop or skip. It's pretty darn safe. Just go at a low speed, and you'll be good. But wear some gloves just in case you do slip. So anyway, that's that done. Thank goodness, out of the way. I wanted to sort of rush. I knew this one would be ready in time. But actually I can give you a look what it looks like the other way. That's what it looks like. This, whoopsie. That's what it looks like that way. I'll flip the girl over too. So there's the Ganesh with all the legs. It's good. And there she is, upside down, ready for a pour. So it'll be an interesting pour for them. I think they just, I don't even know if they have a a cement mixer, so they're going to have to do buckets, but they're sure going to have a lot ready to go and be on the ball with this thing here. The rubber looks really nice. You can see the thickness here. It's nice and thick. Inside turned out really well. I don't see any bubbles or blemishes, and so no bubble chasing. So I was really happy with it when I opened it up and took a peek. So of course now what's coming up is it's leg day, not just day. It'll take a couple weeks probably. So I've got all my wood lined up and in the corner there for legs for all these guys. Not all of them get legs, like those ones I zipped on that far table there. Those are just some drop molds. They're not going to need any legs. There's a few here that I'll put some short legs on. Most of these are going to get legs. There's one or two I probably won't. There's a few pots on there too that won't get any legs, but that's what mode I'm in now. There's the original Ganesh and the Venus. Some damage to Ganesh when he came out. I mean, you have to expect that, right? So nothing, a little bit of plaster here and there won't fix it up when I go to do rubber on it again. She came out really nice, no real damage, peeled off really easy. Ganesh was another story. He was a little tough. That was a tough pull, as Webb would say. But got my work cut out for me here. I'm gonna suit up in an hour or so and start cutting and sawing and making a mess. But just one other thing I want to mention, not really fiberglass talk, but we have a brand new member, and it was just convenient that I'm doing this video today, so I said I'd show him, is regarding a window and how does it work. So it's gonna be hard. I hope this all shows up on the video. So here's the easy one to show you. So I'm just gonna look if that's in frame. Yeah, okay. So this is the window, right? The inside of this heart is all a window. So asking sort of how it works. If you're a rookie too, it's hard to understand. So you're talking about underneath an arm, which is really common, or like an arm that's like this, right? And you have a scene here. So you're gonna put a window just like this. So you're gonna use whatever you use for a separator, right dead in the center, okay? All the way around, completely through. And then you're just going to do your rubber. No PVA, you don't put anything on it. Just start painting it with rubber like you do the rest of the model. And then the question is how do you deal with it when you go to demold, right? So this one has a couple seams. So you're going to come up, and it's not always all that easy. So you're gonna pull it up. You're going to be upside down, of course. You're going to pull it up. So you got to imagine your models in here. Then you're going to come to this. So you have to be able to get your hand in there with a razor blade and slowly release it from the seam. It should come off pretty easy. So you're going to go all the way around. You're going to go almost inside out on it, and you can see, if I can turn it right inside out for you. So that's inside out. So you can see that was the window here. That's the window here. So you'll just release it with a little razor blade. It's usually pretty easy to get in there to deal with. And that's how it works. So when you demold, you're going to come up like this, and it's just going to separate right at that inside window, and it's going to pull right off of your model. Okay? I hope that works. The same thing if a hand is like this and it's a window, right? And so you have a seam or something coming up, or from the back side, you're going to pull till you get to that window, and then you're going to have to release it around the model, right? And then it's going to come right off, right? Okay? So I hope that worked. I hope you could see that on the video, because I couldn't see what I was doing there. Just one thing other. This is like, Sven, this is your worst nightmare. I just ordered and got all my nuts and bolts in for all the models, so I know that drive Webb crazy, but that's just my way. But okay, I think it's a short one today. Oh no, we're coming up 10 minutes. So that's it for this Fiberglass Friday. Any questions, on the forum or on YouTube or whatever, just put me some questions down, and if it's something really good, we can stick it on the next video. Okay, gang, everybody take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.